Hey, so I just heard the new Michael Jackson album, and so I wanted to do a quick review on it because I can't get all my thoughts out in tweets. And so here's my review. I like it somewhat. I wish that these would have been released on Michael Jackson's terms, opposed to him being dead. Somewhat. I think I'm okay with more Michael Jackson music coming out or whatever, but it's the fact that they took songs that wasn't really complete and made an album out of them. And I'm just like, I really don't like that because Michael Jackson was one of those people that he would go in the studio and he wouldn't sing the way he would usually sing. So you have a lot of half singing on the songs because he was just trying to get the flow of the songs and the rhythms down and to get a nice feel for how the beat goes along with the songs. So for like Love Never Felt So Good, the song that Justin Timberlake is featured on, um, Michael Jackson didn't wasn't singing out like he usually does because everybody knows Michael Jackson has arguably the most powerful voice in music history, and so he wasn't singing with that power on this song because he didn't put his vocals to it yet. Because everybody knows Michael Jackson would not sing a song like that per se. So I don't think that he was really done with that song. And I think that with them putting Justin Timberlake on the song, it made it go along, and it made it and they were able to finish the song with Justin Timberlake singing, of course. Slave to the Rhythm was a completed song back from 1995 that they remastered and remixed and put out their version of it, which I'm okay with that. But I would prefer. I've heard the original version because on iTunes you get the original version of all the songs on the album that they remastered, and I prefer the remastered version of Slaves to the Rhythm. But still, it was Michael Jackson's vision for the way the song went back in 1995. This is Slaves to the Rhythm was one of the songs that got cut from the Dangerous album, and so I feel that that song should have stayed the way it was because that's the way he wanted it to be. And I mean, the thing about if you get the album off of iTunes, you'll get the remastered version, and then you'll get all of the original versions as well as a documentary on how the album was made. But I feel that for Michael Jackson fans, I think that they'll enjoy it and they'll support it. But there are some like me that just like I'm kinda don't know how to feel about it because when you when you go back and you listen through your Michael Jackson catalog, you know you kind of like I wish he would have finished them on his own terms. I wish he would have done the mixing and things for himself instead of having L.A. Reid and Timbaland and other producers do it for him. They because basically they modernized songs that he made back in the mid '90s, early 2000s. They just took those songs and remixed them, and don't really know how to feel about it. But I enjoyed listening to that album. Is something I could listen to every day going down the road? Probably not. If I'm in a Michael Jackson mode and I don't want to hear Beat It or Billie Jean or Another Part of Me or Scream or Dangerous or Jam. If I don't want to hear none of those songs, I'll probably put this on and listen to that. I just feel that I just want people to because I saw people get mad at other Michael Jackson fans because they don't want to listen to the album because they want Michael to quote unquote rest in peace or whatever. And I'm not one of them, but I do wish if it was Michael Jackson music coming out that it was his finished touch on it and not others, because you can't duplicate what one of the greatest artists of all time did. I mean, I agree. I listened. Heard Prince say in an interview that when he said he had songs that he don't intend on releasing, but he knows they'll be released when he's dead and gone, which his are all complete. Michael probably what they did. They found a bunch of ideas and made them work, put them together, made them work to make a song out of them. So when you put it that way, I just don't know how I feel about it. But I will say I would recommend anybody to listen to the album because it is pretty good. But if you're like me and you have your questions about how you feel about them remastering and changing lyrics or featuring other people on songs, things like that, I don't really care for that part of it, but to hear Michael's voice and to hear him singing, that is always a relief, and I think it's positive for the music industry. And I feel that also, um, if they have more of his unreleased songs that are all the way, that are 100% finished, I prefer for them to put those out. One of my favorite unreleased songs is with Michael Jackson and Biggie. It's called "This Time Around." That's one of my all-time favorite songs because when I came across that, I was like, man, why didn't he release this one? And that was around the Dangerous Time too. So yeah, "Slave to the Rhythm" and "This Time Around," both songs that won't release back in 1995, 1994, 1995. So it's a real interesting how he chose the songs to go on the album, which songs didn't go on albums. But anyways, that was my review of this album. I'll try to make another video about something later. Don't know yet. But I'll talk to you later.